How you doing now?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro.
Hope you're good like that, man.
Yes.
What's your real name?
My real name is Gerald Damilola.
Charles Damilola. Where you from?
I'm from Edo State.
From Edo State?
Yes.
Are you serious? Please tell me 5 things about Edo State. I will give you 10,000 naira. You have 10 seconds. Please, let's go.
Edo
Let's
State
go.
is beautiful.
10.
It houses the Oba of
9.
Benin.
You said
It has the University of Benin.
6. You said 4. You said 3.
I'm from
You
Edo
said 2.
State.
Come on. He lost it. This guy just lost that, man. 10,000. Come on.
There must be consolation prize, sir.
Okay, I know, man. What a crack, man. You know what? We'll come back on you in a bit, okay?
Right,
what a way to go. All right, yes. Assalamu alaikum, Jama. What a way to go, man. Yes, this is the voice of Mafi Ijemba. Namoku Adamekelodo. I love having fun with this guy. We like to you, man. Favorite, we like to you. We like to say producer Namoku. We like to say content creator. We like to say a magician. I love him, man. Namoku, where you? The noise. Had the noise. 1:30 a.m. yesterday night. I was sleeping, though. Bros, I was struggling. The night was a bit, yes, sir. Not too good. But believe me, yes, my compound, they shake. I say, wait till they happen. Kilo de Ghana, who they disturb community? Kilo de Lagos, I now realize, bros, this hustle, it's not easy. This hustle, I say it's not easy. I'm not gonna give you. Please, Mafi, which noise are you talking about? I'm talking to Lucky Face One guest. Please, go for walk. Go for walk. Stop suffering your body. I'm so sorry. Please forgive the moi. Namoko na bane. This is na bane for the tata. Because I'm trying to speak a dialect that. You have to hear something like, James, I cannot feel my small. I'm sorry. The things we hear, the content we get these days from Babcock to whatever. Bros, morality has been sold to the dogs. Would lie to you, man. I'm concerned. If you get children, you should also be concerned as well. There's a problem in our society and people are looking the other way. I'm tired. Would lie to you, man. What are we waiting for? I've got a man right here. I've got my brother. I've got my friend. And I'm talking about something that we should be concerned about. What is happening in this city, Molepi? Oh, shitty Poju. Minipurafonyi. Ishakucheti Kiloti Kana. They will tell you, but me, I go tell you. Brother, go tell you, say, but there's a problem. Where is radios was once said, number 1, never coincidence, show nobody.
Oh, geez, Muffy Ijemba. It is really good to be here, Muffy. And I must say to all our fans, listeners, wherever you're listening from, Muffy Ijemba is touching on a very, very serious and important issue. Just as you said, Muffy, throwing morality to the dogs. It's remarkably sad. It is. It's sad, Muffy, but
come on, man.
It's something we all have to contain.
Sean, who do we blame, somebody? Is it not the parents that failed? Is it not our parents failed, Sean? What happened? Is it social media? What went wrong, Sean? You go see a small girl tell you, say, man, I'm on Ayesherwe. Why, Sean? Why are these people emboldened, somebody?
Muffy, the first major problem and an issue is it's not necessarily the failure of parents, but it's exposure to the global community. Muffy, we say the world is a global market now. It's a global village now where the entire world is in the palm of your hands. So, and when you've got access to the internet, you've got access to Instagram, Twitter, social media, Facebook, Muffy, you can live stream anything from wherever you are without being filtered, and you can get blocked over a period of time, but you can have access to doing it, and that has to be checked and controlled. Because these days, Muffy, you see a 10-year-old with a phone. The phone has got internet access. You see a 5-year-old, 7-year-old, you see a 12-year-old.
Sean, let me break you out right, somebody. Just tap Babcock Sex Tape. You watch that video now. Now. It's everywhere. You go watch it now. You go see I'm live right now. And you begin to wonder, why is this happening? Why don't we have, yes, come on, somebody. Well, I say some sort of control. Yeah.
We should, Buffy. We surely should. And for me, it's just as you said. In the United States of America, Buffy, one man keeps getting a sanction and called to order is Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook. They're trying to see how they can help. Contain it, help give people little or no access into crime, internet crime or internet bullying. A lot's going on online, Buffy, and just as you said, if we type that, the internet never forgets.
What a crap.
Whatever you put there stays there. We've got YouTube. Buffy is endless. So it's a market that controls billions and billions of US dollars. Buffy, it's a commercial village. It's humongous. So if I have access to internet and I'm within the confines of a room, I can do whatever I like and stream it live, and viewers that follow me or not would see it as long as it starts to trend, it starts to get repost. If Muffy sees it and he likes it or retweets it, so and Muffy goes on and on. So just as you said, if you type Babcock now, the first thing that comes up is not the school. It will be that tape. So how do we control that? So I think the onus is on the bodies, the companies that own these social media platforms. It takes a lot of work, but I think it's something they need to look into controlling what can be shown, what can be posted, and what can be used. How can you use it? They should streamline the usability of these apps. I think that's what should happen, and the government too. You look at a country like China. Moffat, there are some social media apps we use on this side of the globe, and including the States, that you can't use in China.
Are you serious?
I bet you not. You can ask anyone. So there is some level of measure of control, and yes, you talked about the parents. I think parents have a lot of work to do with their kids. At what age is it the right time to hand your kid, your son, your daughter, a phone or access to the internet? When there's no guidance, you see movies, there's PG on a movie, there's 18, the age limits, and the reason is the measure of control when it comes to film and video censors board. But when it comes to internet, access to internet, as long as you've got a device, Muffy, you can connect with someone in Taipei, you can connect with Australia. It takes an entire day to get to Australia by air.
Are you serious?
But I do not know any aircraft that would go there, including the Boeing 737. So for me, I'm of the opinion, Muffy, that a lot of control, a lot of checking, a lot of monitoring by these companies that own these social media apps, these applications.
So, Nigerians, do you think they are sports? Nigerian youth, do you think look, they go extreme. Do you think so?
I wouldn't necessarily say sports. I would say exposed.
I'll
say they're exposed. They're exposed to something that they do not have total control over, in the sense that if I give Muffy a device that has internet, what would Muffy do with it? Muffy is an honnête personnalité, he's a journalist. He would do research with it. That's the first one that comes to mind. So, but if you give it to a young lad who likes music, who is a young kid who's a teenager. He just goes to school. Muffy, the other day
let me share a story with you. A friend of mine, gave the sister's son a phone.
His nephew.
Yeah. And
how old was the boy?
He might be about 9-10 years old. Wow. Do you know, son? 30 minutes later, the boy was trying to Google for a film. A film that has sexual content.
X-rated.
Yeah, acted by Michael Douglas. I don't remember the film right now. Michael Douglas.
Instinct.
God
with Sharon Stone.
Yeah, the boy was googling for Basic Instinct. Chomadi Orimi Daru.
I think that's 18 plus movie. The age bracket to see that.
Son, why are we like this? Where did we go wrong?
Then Muffy, schools too. Kids.
Come on.
We don't know what these kids do at school. The other day, a video was trending online of a lady who showed up to school. I think at King's College, who she had eyelash extensions.
Yeah.
She had extension on her eyelash.
Yeah.
And it went viral. And things quickly go viral. It's trendy. We're so easy to. But what are we doing with these platforms?
I don't even know.
What are we doing with them?
So hold on. Who's the guy?
Media all right. You know one thing.
Okay.
After he created the AK-47, Kalashnikov said, he created the worst thing in life.
Wow.
But the thing is, a gun is useless without you putting it in the hand of a man. So information, positive and negative. So we need to
Someone
educate.
just said, he said, gun don't kill people. People kill people.
Yeah, man. So the internet has its uses.
Wow.
But I think the wrong uses is what is being put out there a lot.
Amazing.
I don't
So
know.
there should be some control.
There should be control. Parents also. I know a lot of parents have a lot of job on them to do right now because growing up they never had internet. Now their children have internet.
Access to
So
internet.
Nothing to do with it.
parenting when it comes to internet is something
my.
they never experienced that I think
What a
parents
cracker.
need to start to learn.
Further, we'll come back to that topic.